Today I'll show you how to build a stock watch list that tracks everything from the current price to PE ratio live in Google Sheets, just like how you see on screen right now. We'll start by creating 11 columns with headings search, ticker, name, 365-day chart, price, change percentage, market cap, PE, 30-day price, and 365-day price, just like you see on screen. We'll create the search function last, so for now it's enough that you put any valid ticker into the first ticker cell to check that the functions work. In the first name cell, we'll write equals Google Finance, and inside the brackets specify the ticker cell and add a comma and write name in quotation. This will retrieve the registered name of the company with that ticker. We'll also enclose this function in an IFNA function to avoid the message #n/a showing up whenever the ticker field of that row is empty. Now we'll create a visual representation of the stock price in the last 365 days. Start by writing equals sparkline, and in the parentheses write index, and in its parentheses write Google Finance, and in its parentheses specify the cell where the ticker symbol is located, followed by a comma and price in quotation marks, followed by another comma and workday, and in its parentheses write today and an empty closed parentheses, followed by a comma and minus 365, followed by a closing bracket. This is followed by another comma and another today and an empty closed parentheses and another closing bracket. Then we'll add 2 commas and an additional closing bracket, followed by another comma. Now we'll open a curly bracket, then we'll write chart type and column, both in quotation and separated by a comma, followed by a semicolon, and color and green, again both in quotation and separated by a comma. Then we'll close the curly bracket and add another closing bracket. Finally, we'll enclose the entire function in another IFNA function. Now we'll add the price for the stock in question by writing equals Google Finance and adding the cell where the ticker symbol is located, followed by a comma and price in quotation. Again, we'll enclose this function within an IFNA function. Then we'll add how much the stock price has changed in value today by writing equals Google Finance and adding the cell where the ticker symbol is located, followed by a comma and change within quotation. After that, we'll add how much the stock price has changed as a percentage today by writing the same thing but writing change PCT within quotation instead of just change. Similarly, we can add the PE ratio of the stock in the same way, but this time change out change PCT for PE within quotation. Again, remember to add IFNA functions around all 3 of these functions. The price 30 days ago and 365 days ago is added in an almost identical way to each other. First write equals index, and in its parentheses write Google Finance, and in its parentheses specify the cell where the ticker symbol is located, followed by a comma and price in quotation marks, followed by another comma and workday, and in its parentheses write today and an empty closed parentheses, followed by a comma and minus 30 for 30 days or 365 for 365 days. We'll then add a closing bracket followed by a comma, then 2, another comma, and another 2 and close the bracket. Finally, we'll also add a ticker finder that makes it easier for you to find the tickers of different companies by searching for the name of the company. First, you'll need to add a list of all the companies you want to be able to search from to a different sheet. Then we'll use the XLOOKUP function to look for what we add into the search cell from all the names of the companies and then returning the ticker symbol. We'll also add and symbols and star symbols within quotation on either side of the search cell. Then we'll add a comma and 2 in the match mode section. This, in combination with the added quotation marks and signs, will enable the XLOOKUP function to find approximate matches as well. We'll enclose all of this in an if statement to only activate this formula if something is written in the search cell and otherwise return nothing. Now you have a row where you can search for stocks and then immediately see the most relevant information for each stock displayed. Now on screen you can see my video dedicated to the Google Finance function. So if you found this video a bit overwhelming, I strongly recommend that you check out the Google Finance video to better understand how this works. Thanks for watching.